Alright guys, let's talk about Coti on the channel real quick today. Now Coti is seeing a very nice bounce here from yesterday. It's now sitting at 17.2 cents on the day. You can see that it was following this trend line for quite some time. Fell through a couple of days ago, like just about any other crypto anyways. And yeah, it found support basically back here at about 13.2 cents. On a weekly time frame. Now we're looking at this on a daily time frame. Keep this in mind. And if we look at this on a week time frame, basically it found support on the 16 cents really. It's 15.999. So 16 cents has supported it on a weekly time frame. As long as it closes, above this line, really nothing has happened to it. But yeah, I would like to see it come up and test the 19.1 cents. But yeah, we just have to be patient, guys. So I believe it will do that, but we're going to have to deal with this trend line first probably. And basically it'll probably converge, at the same time. Maybe we'll test it tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, we're going to have to get above that trend. And yeah, we're going to have to knock out this. The next resistance will be up at about 25.2 cents. And yeah, let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Let me put this on a weekly time frame. And basically, we need to really take out, the next level. That would, be really bullish for Coti, because that's what we saw in February of, February and March basically of this year. We saw basically 25 cents. So we need to get higher than that to get bullish here. And Coti hasn't really been higher than that since April of 2022. So yeah, it has a little bit more work to do, guys. A lot of other influencers are really bullish on this project. So, I have just a small bag of this really, maybe we can say a lower mid-size bag of this. But yeah, I think this can be a good project. A lot of influencers talk about it. It has a really low supply too, guys. There's only 2 billion of this token. And, most of this is already out. So that's actually a good thing. Now, if we take a look at the all-time high for Coti, basically it was about 3 years ago. I remember this time, it got up to almost 67 cents, and influencers were talking about $1 and things. So still 74% down. That's not that bad of a deal if you think about it, guys. So yeah, if you are thinking about picking up some Coti, you have your chance now. You got a big dip. So yeah, I do believe Coti will perform well this cycle. And so far it's not looking too bad. Now, if I look back at this again one more time, I kind of see like another cup being formed. Now there's a lot of cups being formed on a lot of cryptos, so basically we have to, curve this up. Sorry guys, that's not perfect, but yeah, I do believe if it follows this, and then let me move this over a little bit. It's got to break that neckline. So if it does something like this, guys, bounces around and then boom, that's a cup and handle. So the target of that would actually be, let me measure this out now, the neckline to about here. This is just an estimate, guys. It's not an exact target, but let's just say it broke out over there where my line is. Yeah, that would send us to about, a little bit more than 42.5 cents. So that's the target of the cup and handle if this, continues to form this way. So be watching that. This is on a weekly time frame too, so it has a little bit more validation than say if it's just on a daily time frame or a 4-hour time frame. So yeah, we just need to see a little bit more upside, and then probably a few bounces around here to try to crack this 25.2 cent mark. And yeah, so let's see. Alright, now let's take a quick look here at Bitcoin. Now, if you remember last night, I drew this box, and I said that pretty much we were right in the middle of this box. Nothing had really changed. But you know, a lot of people were panicking, and like I said, there was really no reason to panic, and that we're still in this bull run. And you know, there was a lot of people selling off. Now you can see today we got a massive candle. This is the biggest candle that we've seen in some time, guys. We have seen what today? If we look at the top to bottom, low was 95,658, and top so far is basically where we're at right now. So yeah, I mean that's about a $6,000 move today. So you know, we haven't seen something like that, I think, basically since this candle on the 11th of November. I don't think this candle is a $6,000 move. Oh, it's close. Looks like about 5.5 if I just calculate it really quickly in my head. But yeah, this is really the largest candle we've probably seen since, you know, about a month ago. Exactly a month ago, guys. Now, taking a quick look at the total market cap, guys, you can see we got a large candle, just like Bitcoin today. Basically, you know, we're wedged between this trend line and this support here. Don't know if we're going to make it above this trend line tonight. Probably not. But maybe tomorrow. We just have to wait and see, guys. Now, total market cap excluding Bitcoin. If we zoom in, you can see that basically we've gotten a rejection off this trend line today. So that's not really good, but you know, there may be 1, 2, 3 rejections before we finally break above, you know, this trend line once again. We just have to be patient again. Now, dominance. If we zoom in, guys, this is barely hanging on by a thread. Now, if you remember a couple of days ago, this closed just above the line, and yesterday got really, really, really very close to going under. And today, again, it's right on the edge, guys. Really right on the edge. I think if it doesn't lose it today, I think we're going to lose the dominance tomorrow, you know, and go down under this, you know, 56.9% mark. Now, speaking about the dominance, we have to talk about the altcoin season index. You know, I've refreshed this a few times before this video because it just looks like it's broken. But basically, I guess if dominance hasn't really broken down since yesterday, pretty much this will probably be the same, you know, number, 67. So I don't think it's changed since yesterday, really. And yeah, I haven't seen it change in at least a day, personally. Now, talking about the fear and greed, we did go down just slightly, and I'm a little bit surprised we didn't go down more. Yesterday, it went from a 78 to a 74. Still in greed, not extreme greed, but okay, we're in greed. Would like to see, you know, at least maybe 68 to 70, something like this still. Now, as for the Pi Cycle top, guys, basically it's the same. You know, it looks the same almost every day I show you this, but you can see it's not even close to crossing. I can zoom in for you. But yeah, it is curving up. And, you know, eventually one day it will cross. Maybe in 6 months, 7 months, maybe 9 months. Who knows? Now, if we take a quick look at the economic calendar, guys, you can see that CPI basically came in as expected today. However, that's good in one way. In another way, wasn't good because we went up with inflation. But, you know, if we look at the, you know, cuts, the interest rate cuts for this month, it does look like 95%. Still believe, you know, we're going to get a 1/4 point cut. So now only 5% believe in no cut. But if we speculate about next month, guys, it looks like 75% believe we're going to get no cut at all in January. Personally, I think Jerome has been very generous for this year. Originally, earlier in the year, he did promise 3 cuts of 25 basis points. We've already gotten that, guys. So getting a little bit of a Christmas bonus, you know, this month and 1 week, you know, it will be nice. But it probably sets us up for, you know, not many cuts, you know, next year. I mean, maybe he will cut less. But, you know, personally, I believe he should have cut 25, 25, 25 this year. You know, September, November, December. But, yeah, that 50 basis point cut back in September, I think, really spoiled people. Now, taking a quick look at crypto bubbles, guys, pretty much everything is, looks like it's pretty equal across the board. Things are up, I would just say, an average of about 8, 9%, maybe 10%. There are a couple of outliers, of course. You do have like BGB, you do got SUI, you got Hype, as some of the bigger ones. But basically, it looks pretty even. It looks very nice, though. Everything is green. I don't see any reds here, actually, in the top 100. Now, if you want to stake your coins, just go to Coinondo, guys, and type in whichever coin you're looking for. For example, Bitcoin. It will give you a list of places, and that's totally up to you where you want to stake it. Be realistic, though. You're probably not going to get this 100%, 50%, 318% unless you really know what you're doing. But yeah, guys, I think, for Bitcoin, for example, you'll probably get something maximum about 6, 7%. Just depends where you stake it and how long. Now, keep in mind there are limits sometimes, and they do have limits for the amount of Bitcoin or whatever coin you're trying to submit. So anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.